Ahsoka sinks to new levels of utter ridiculousness and absolute garbage writing from Filoni, so much so that even Ahsoka herself in the show is laughing at how ridiculous the plot is. Yes, R&B was right. Star Wars can't help but be about Star Wars now. Hi everyone, it's Az here from Heel vs. Babyface. This Ahsoka experiment is just garbage. It's nothing but garbage. This is, I think, the worst episode I've seen of the show so far, purely because of the self-referential elements to it. The fact that Star Wars can only reference Star Wars because nothing new can ever be created, and the show is being consistently held back from character development because of intersectionality. And Filoni is no savior. Filoni is a false god because the writing is utterly abysmal. I hope we just got that sorted, okay? So let's get into the episode. As ever, as quickly as humanly possible, in, out, put the kettle on. I've even got the cup of tea here. Hera is stood in front of the council where she decides to rewrite what actually happened. She's being chastised for taking fighters to go after Sabine or Ahsoka, and 2 people were killed. Senator, who she had some issues with, says, "You disobeyed orders." And she said, "No, I disobeyed your orders." And Mon Mothma gives her smug as fuck, "What am I doing here? Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. I'm just being a girl boss because the Force is female, because Star Wars is fucking shit and is missing masculinity, male presence across the board." Hope you're okay with that. But I'm so fucking tired of this shit. No. Do you know what the senators did? The senators had a vote, Hera. They had a vote. All of them here. And they voted against you sending them. Sending the fleet, sending the ships, sending whatever. It was voted down. It wasn't this one guy who you just want to put it on because men are stupid. Women are amazeballs. Fuck's sake. You're trying to rewrite your own show down the line because you're shit and your show's shit and your politics are shit and your intersectionality is shit. But we've established that I think your stuff is shit, Filoni. So, but apart from Mon Mothma being smug and Asian dude being smacked down, it's time for Star Wars! Self-referential Star Wars! We just have to have Star Wars interacting with Star Wars! Fucking hell! Hi, I'm C-3PO. And Hera's like, "Holy shit, I loved you in Star Wars." And he was like, "Oh, thank you. I really liked you in Rebels." And they high-fived. And then they looked directly into the camera and winked and gave a thumbs up. And they said, "Star Wars is great," in unison. Oh, cries of pain leaving my body. So C-3PO says, "I've been sent here by Princess Leia. Do you know her?" And Hera's just like, "Fuck yeah! I loved her in The Empire Strikes Back." Apart from when Han Solo was doing man stuff with her. I always thought of her as a trans icon. Oh, they say, "Oh, it was Leia who gave me the orders to go after Ahsoka and see if there is Thrawny Poos was there, because nobody invited her to the vote. Nobody invited Senator Organa, but I thought she was Princess Leia and wasn't a vote. Who knows? Who knows anymore? Do you know? I don't know. Do you know why we don't know? Because nothing is ever explained. Ever. We get through episode after episode of fucking nothing. Hera goes up to Mon Mothma and says, what is that man doing talking to me? I'm a strong general. Mon Mothma says, you're absolutely right. Remove all men. And then Ahsoka's like, oh my God, did they just do Star Wars in the last scene? I love C-3PO. Can I get another cameo in my scene? And Anakin Skywalker comes walking on in and says, don't worry, I got your Star Wars right here. And she's like, oh my God, Star Wars, I loved you in Attack of the Clones. And he says, where were you? Ahsoka, where were you? Because now you've been written as the most important fucking person in all of Star Wars. And yet, nowhere in the prequels, nowhere in the original trilogy, it's as if Dave Filoni created his own character and has then inserted it into every fucking aspect of Star Wars in an effort to make it the most relevant and most important when nobody gives a fuck who you are. And Ahsoka says, it's a bit harsh, Anakin, but gotta say, pretty fair at the same time. Boiling hot cup of tea down my throat. So it's a old recording of when Anakin had communicated with Ahsoka when she was training at some point, and he talks about how he might be, again, referencing Star Wars, I might not be here. Something might happen. We might get separated. So you have to learn to fend for yourself and be prepared to fight on your own. And then Young comes in and says, oh my God, Anakin Skywalker, I loved you in Revenge of the Sith. And Anakin says, who are you? Discount C-3PO? And he's like, oh. And he says, Dave Filoni made me, because Dave Filoni can't make anything new. He can only make discount characters. And anyway, let's carry on. Says that, the ship's detecting that the whales are slowing down. So we're coming out of hyperspace. You have to slow down to come out of hyperspace. What happened to all the... Did they go, hey, we're 50 gazillion clicks out. Time to slow down by... I don't care. Why am I even talking about this? I don't fucking care. It's just a way for them to try and tell us that we're going to arrive at our destination soon. When they could have just arrived and had the mines start to explode around the whales and be like, oh my God, what's going on? So they arrive and Young decides to say how terrible the plot is by saying, we don't even know where these whales are going. We don't know if they're going to the right place. We don't know if we're going to arrive at where we need to be. This is ridiculous that we even did this in the first place. And Ahsoka's just like, I know, but whatever. I guess the writing's like dog shit, but whatever. Just go with it, audience. Looking directly into the camera. Don't think about it, audience. Don't use your brain. Switch off and consume fucking garbage product. So they arrive at the world's worst minefield. Why is it the world's worst minefield? Because they don't do any damage to the whales at all. Also, wasn't it here that they hyperdrive to die? Isn't that what was said? The rings that are around the planet are actually the bones of the dead space whales. So if they are traveling here, they're traveling here to die. But they're not. Because they're like, oh no, we're getting killed. But we're not, because the mines don't hurt us at all. And Ahsoka leaves the ship, and then suddenly the mines, they're magnetic. Apart from when they're not magnetic. Only the ones that the plot needs to be magnetic are magnetic, but they don't do anything. And it's just, wee, nothing's happening. There are no stakes. Nothing feels like there's danger. Do we think Ahsoka's ship's going to get blown up? Of course not. It's ridiculous. Nothing to be worried about. just sit there and consume the slop that doesn't make sense. She's flying through mines, avoiding mines which are magnetically trying to get to her. Why aren't the mines that she's flying through magnetically connecting? Oh, fuck off. Don't think. Don't think. Send some ships after her, says Thrawn. Nobody cares. And then they hide. And that's that, pretty much. The crab people are doing crab people shit. Ezra turns to Sabine and says, "Yo, Sabine, do you happen to have any space weed on you? Like, bro, can you give me some, like, space weed?" So they have an absolutely garbage conversation where Sabine's just like, "Oh, things are complicated. Can I ask this question? It's complicated. Ahsoka, it's complicated." Okay, great conversation. No character development. Ezra's just a fucking space bum that looks like he gets high blowing fucking crabs for a living and probably getting them at the same time. Cool story, bro. Thrawn says, "Great mothers, I need your assistance because even though I'm the Admiral Thrawn, it's your power, oh ladies of balls, who control everything. Tell me where Ahsoka is." So they triangulate Ahsoka hiding in the debris field. And then when they do triangulate her, he doesn't use the Star Destroyer to blow her out the sky. Why are you even here, Thrawn? You're about as much as a threat as a poke in the fucking eye. Look, I'm fine. I'm doing okay. Then Ahsoka says, "Hey, I don't need no gadgets and electronics to find Sabine. I'll use the Force." Fair enough. She reaches into Sabine's mind and's like, "Sabine, Sabine." And then Sabine's like, "Oh, I sort of heard something. I must be Force sensitive now. I'm going to be the bestest ever in the final episode next week." And Ezra's just like, "What did you feel?" As if he's never fucking experienced the Force before. Oh, fuck off. Oh, God! Oh, my God, this is so frustrating. So they said, "We've located Ezra. We've found Ezra." And Baylan says to Shin, "Go off and kill them with the soldiers. I'll see you later." And she's like, "What? You're not coming?" And he's like, "No, kill the Jedi. Become part of the Empire, complete your own destiny. I've got a different path to travel. See you later, deuces. By the way, one final lesson. If you're impatient, you're going to fail." And she's like, "Whatever, fucks off." And Baylan's just like, "Right, see ya." Wow, it'd be really good if we actually had some knowledge of Baylan's motivations throughout the 7 fucking episodes that they've been. But no, we're not allowed character development. We just got our wishy-washy nothing lines because mystery box, because it's got to lead to the next show, which nobody's going to give a fuck about, which is then going to lead to the film that nobody gives a shit about. Star Wars. It's fucking shite. We've found Ezra's location. Send a couple of squadrons. We know that. You said that last fucking week. Why you're giving the order again? Now the useless bandits are shooting at the garbage canisters that the crabs are flying in. And their weapons do no damage. Just like the fighters' weapons did no damage to Ahsoka's Jedi vessel. Because plot armor. Because no stakes. Because nothing fucking matters. We just need to go into set piece. And by the way, so this set piece is fucking embarrassing. Ezra has to pilot the vessel because he's the man. And men aren't allowed to have any action in this whatsoever. No, it's all girl bosses doing girl boss shit. I'm thinking, I am screaming at the screen, "Sabine, give him the fucking lightsaber. Give that Jedi, or at least trained way above you, the fucking lightsaber. Pull all the fucking tin cans in, get out and fucking wipe them out." But no, man gotta be useless. Man gotta just, oh look, it slightly glowed when it was hit by their shit weaponry. So one of the little Plunkett guys gets knocked out. So they stop and they surround the destroyed, damaged vessel. So now they have to get out. So here we go. Sabine actually here says, take the lightsaber. Do your thing. I've got my guns. I'm a Mandalorian. And Ezra says, no. What? Why? And Ezra says, well, I'm just going to pretend this is actually what happened. Ezra said, I'm just going to pretend that all I need is the Force. But realistically, we can't have a man be given a lightsaber and do heroic things because it will diminish your character, which is already rock fucking bottom. Because there's no way you should even be a Padawan. Never mind a fucking Jedi wielding a fucking lightsaber. And if you give it to me, somebody who's actually proficient with the Force, I might look competent. And me looking competent is going to complete and utterly outweigh how fucking dog shit you are. So she's like, oh, okay, that was a pretty descriptive description right there. And he's just like, yes, I'm just going to wave my arms around like fucking Space Aladdin doing fucking magical tricks. Whereas you, oh, great Sabine, Ahsoka, cross out Sabine, because that's who the show's really about, can't have you in any capacity diminished, my love. So Baylan manages to intercept Ahsoka and is just like, sorry, darling, can't let you go. I mean, I'm doing my own thing. What am I doing? Don't know. What are we gonna discuss it? Is it gonna be brought? No, nothing. So Ezra doesn't take the lightsaber. Sabine just uses a gun. So the lightsaber, once again, just going to waste. Even though it would make perfect sense for Ezra to take the lightsaber and end this really fucking quick. Then the storm, then she gets smacked at the back of the head, and her head is sturdier than her fucking Beskar plot armor, which just, is the stupidest fucking thing invented. Because again, anyone that shoots a fucking phaser, pistol, whatever, pew pew, bounce off, no damage, bounce off, no damage, no damage, no damage, no stakes, no nothing. And the choreography is dog shit. Then Shin comes along and has a quick little fight with Sabine. Ahsoka can't beat Baylan again, but she's just like, I don't need to beat you. I just need to get away. So she uses some Batman pellets and then runs away. And Baylan's just like, I guess nobody knows what I'm doing for 7 fucking episodes or what my motivations are, because even though I'm by far the best character in the show, I am now terribly written, just like everybody else. And it's actually Ray Stevenson that is carrying this fucking stuff with his presence alone and acting ability. So Ahsoka turns up to save the day, and she defeats Shin without even getting her lightsabers out. Oh, so they say, right, pull back. And then Thrawn says, we didn't need to defeat Ahsoka. All we needed was to delay her so that we could put supplies in the starship so we can now fly and defeat the Republic with a destroyed, half-decayed Star Destroyer? Thrawn's retarded! Okay. And then Ahsoka says to Shin, come, my child. I will save you. I will show you the way. And she's like, fuck off, and runs away. And then Ezra's just like, yo, Ahsoka. Hey, Ahsoka, do you by any chance happen to have any space weed on you? Yo, just a little bit of space weed just to keep me going, yo. Just to keep me going. That's all I need. Just a little bit of space weed. Just give me a little bit of space weed. And then the crabs are like, yay, Star Wars. Fuck it. Oh, just fuck off. Absolute fucking garbage. Thrawn's stupid. If he wanted to delay Ahsoka, do you know what he should have done? Not release Sabine. Just had Sabine fucking killed and had his Star Destroyer follow the info that he got, which would have taken him to the crab people most likely, and then just destroyed Ezra. And then when Ahsoka came in, she'd be like, haha. I'd be like, no, sorry, too late. Sabine's dead. Ezra's dead. Here's a couple of fucking Jedi mercenaries. Dark Jedi, whatever they want to be called, I don't know. Who cares? Nobody said anything. Nobody explained anything. Nothing has been fucking developed at all in this show. Here, they're going to delay you while we fucking stick a couple of pot noodles in the back and get the fuck out of here. Shite. Utter dog shit. See you in the last episode. Thank fuck. Next week. Take care. Bye for now.